Well, actually, I started off at Sunshine, and she said I was born on like one of the stormiest days in Hawaii ever, and I was her sunshine. And I got too big to be her sunshine, so it moved on to Sunny. The only one that actually calls me Vincent is my grandmother when she's pissed. So, Vincent, what did you know? I think when I was 7, my 2 best friends that lived right across the street from me, they surfed. So they took me surfing. I didn't really get a choice. I remember crying because I didn't even know how to swim. They told me basically what I needed to do. They pushed me in the wave. I stood up and I was hooked, but I was scared. I was still crying. I started competing at 9 years old. I won my first event at 10 years old. At 11, I walked my first Pro-Am, and then by 16, I was on tour. The rest is kind of history, you know. Kind of missing out on a couple world titles, but at the age of 30, when I thought I was done, I actually won a world title. Yeah. I started doing spin before I started road biking. You know, my wife's like, you know, come do spin. I was like, spin? I was like, spinner for women? Like, oh, no way. I'm like, she finally coached me into going, and I went, and I thought I was in good shape, and people were just kicking my butt. I got really competitive and going, I started trying harder, and before I could make it through a whole hour of spin class. Then I got my road bike. And I'm like, oh, this is so much better because, you're moving, you get to see things, and especially I live on the North Shore, so I get to check all the waves, I'm getting a good workout, and then I come back and then, I know exactly where I'm going to surf. I have a trainer. She told me about triathlon. I had already bought me a road bike. I was biking every morning, doing like 40 miles on the bike, and then I'd come home, do a 6-mile run on the bike path, and then run 2 more miles in the sand with my wife. She was telling me about triathlon. I was like, I don't want to do triathlon. I'm going to die. She goes, you're already, biking 40 miles and, running 6. She talked me into that, so I came over and started training for it, and I did the first one with BJ, and I was hooked. I'm not fast by any means, like nowhere being fast, but it's like a training day for me, and everybody's so happy, and is completely in a different world. I wasn't near the front. I didn't feel like I needed to win. We don't need any upper body strength. We paddle all day long, but legs, when you're surfing someplace like J Bay or the Super Bank in Australia, or big waves in Hawaii, you need all the strength in your legs you can get. And I don't think there's a better exercise than getting on the road bike and putting in some miles. I was always young and really outspoken. I always stood up for what I believed. Whether that was right or wrong, at the time when you're young, everything you believe is right. It's been a real hard transition for me to try and transition into, a wiser Sunny. I'm not in competition mode anymore. For me, I'm just enjoying and having fun and enjoying my life, and trying to do some good things,